iOS version support in 2026. The numbers, the rule, and what to do when you inherit iOS 15. If your app still supports iOS 15, you're not being thoughtful. You're being lazy. Or you inherited a decision nobody's ever actually questioned. Every extra version you support is a permanent tax on your codebase. In this lesson, we're covering exactly which iOS versions are worth supporting right now based on 2026 data, the N-1 rule of thumb, and what to actually do when you join a team stuck on an OS version from 4 years ago. This isn't theory. It's based on Apple's own App Store telemetry from mid-2026 and real patterns I've seen walking into codebases as a lead. Let's start with the numbers. Here's the real picture. 79% of all active iPhones are on iOS 26. 14% are still on iOS 18. And only 7% are scattered across iOS 17 and older. That's straight from Apple's App Store Connect telemetry. Most developers miss this. Adoption isn't just about time, it's about hardware cutoffs. Stragglers usually aren't refusing to update. They're on devices that literally can't run the new OS. Since April 28th, Apple requires every new submission to be built with Xcode 26 using the iOS 26 SDK. This is non-negotiable. Your entire CI pipeline had to move this spring, or your build started getting rejected. Keep these two separate. SDK version is mandatory, but deployment target is still your choice. Which brings us to what that choice should actually be. My recommendation for consumer apps: set your minimum deployment target to iOS 18. Combined with iOS 26, you're covering 93% of active devices right now. This follows the N-1 rule. Support the current major version and the one before it. Drop the rest the moment a new major version ships in the fall, giving it a 60 to 90-day buffer for adoption to climb. If you inherit a codebase stuck on iOS 15, audit first. Pull your own app's real numbers. "We've just always supported it" is not a technical reason, it's the absence of one. 0.4% users is a number, not an opinion. Ask, is there a contract tying us to this? When was this last revisited? What breaks if we move forward? Reframe the fix as cost recovery for CI time, QA surface, and technical debt. To recap, iOS 18 is the sane floor, the iOS 26 SDK is mandatory, and audits are your best tool. Document every decision so the next person doesn't have to relitigate it from scratch. Hit subscribe for more iOS architecture and leadership calls. If you need a senior second opinion on calls like this, visit tony-trejo.com. I'm Code Hero, and I'll see you in the next one.